Cancer, welcome to your bonus in-depth reading that is yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. Like always with yours and theirs, take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with reading types like yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Having said that, your person that I see on this board today, might be about or include the energies of a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex of 5 years ago. I never know until the cards are on the table. But it also asks you to include or make space for the possibility of seeing other things, such as work stuff, family stuff, spiritual stuff. Like I said, I'm just as like to see it. But like always, default. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Show me Cancer in their person, please. Show me Cancer and that person. Okay, like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse energies as you see fit. And there you are, darling. Your power cards, good to see you. The Hierophant, 9 of Pentacles. Oh, look at you. Oh. Starting strong with your your power card there, the Chariot, Hierophant, 9 of Pentacles. All right. 7 of Swords, Page of Swords, 4 of Wands. Okay. Shared, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Swords in your overview. Yeah, you busy. You taking action. Once more, Sword, responsible for thought, communication, action. Okay? You busy. You doing stuff. I see that. There's a lot of forward movement attached to you. Outward, outward, outward. Busy. Gotta go. I'm here. I'm there. And it's not bad. No, you're driving it. The Chariot. You, the Hierophant, I see you standing up for your own particular personal beliefs, convictions, okay, your core beliefs, okay. Whatever it is that you stand up for and stand by with the Hierophant there, whatever it is you commit to, that's it. That's what you do. Boom, there you are. Right now, I'm not seeing it as commitment as in marriage. Okay, I'm seeing it open-ended. Whatever it is that drives you, that you believe in, there you are. That's where you'll be. 9 of Pentacles, and for right now, you're showing me a driving force around your own sense of personal security, building into that security of the self. 9 of Pentacles of the self. Individuation, can do. Okay, this is what I can do, literally. So you're quite the force, my friend. Quite the force. Ever outward. This is what I believe in. This is what I'm building into. This is where you can find me these days. All right. Over here, I didn't have much to say because I don't have much to say. 7 of Swords, Page of Swords, 4 of Wands. I have someone here who keeps a loose eye on you. It looks insecure. I don't quite know what that is. Like I said, it looks insecure. Someone whose thoughts kind of get away from them with the doubts and the insecurities, and we all have 7 of Swords from time to time. That's normal. It's what it is to be human. But they get kind of lost to it with the Page of Swords. Why they keep such an insecure eye on you? I don't know that you know. Maybe you do, but I don't know that you know. It's like, oh, I wouldn't want Cancer to know how insecure I'm being. I have to watch them constantly. It's a trust issue. Because here I'm showing it mental. Again, that sense of, because I'm not secure on this subject, I'm going to go ahead and project that onto you. So they're showing me I'm not secure with this, but I can't say that. So I'm going to say I'm not secure about Cancer. So they look at you. I don't know what's going on there. The 4 of Wands, they say there's some sort of relationship between you and them. Okay. 4 of Wands, once more, is 2 people define it. So I don't know how you two have defined it. It could be marriage. It could be some sort of relationship. Just, again, as 2 people defined it. Okay. Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. There's some outstanding heartbreak in here. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, that hasn't changed too much. That particular feeling hasn't changed too much, or not much has been put into the repairs of the cup, repairs of the heart. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Let's take a look at your Knight of Swords. As far as I can tell, you busy. Okay. You're out there doing you, whatever it is that you commit yourself to, be it work or, again, your own particular spiritual core beliefs, disconnection. What's going on? Knight of Swords. Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles. I have Priestess. Yeah, defensive. Defensive. A little resentful. Intuitively speaking, you're in touch with it. You don't deny it. You know it's there. But there's a kind of resentment here. I need to do what I need to do. I need to be able to move around. I need to be able to speak and take action and do things. And you just... But there's times, and you feel it intuitively, you feel resentful, frustrated, held back. Where's that coming from? It's like my actions are limited and I resent that. I'm frustrated with it. I can't always do everything I want to do, or you don't feel that you can. And you're in tune with it, the High Priestess. You feel it intuitively. You feel that internal frustration and ache and the contradiction. I have to move outward externally. I have to stay on top of communications. I have to stay on top of my actions. But you're frustrated because you feel restrained at the same time. An obligation to restrain or to make yourself less available, less mobile, something like that. So while you're showing me a lot of movement, you're saying you're not doing half as much as you want to do. And it's chafing. It's a little smothering. Okay. You have some anger in there, some resentment. You don't deny that. You feel it. You know where it comes from, too. Let's see you, the Chariot. Let's see that Chariot, please. It's like I could get more done this. I could communicate more effectively over here if that. If this wasn't over here, I could be doing these 5,000 other things. Something like this. The Chariot. Is that short-term frustration, or is that attached to a longer issue? Well, let's take a look. The Chariot. Four of Cups, unhappy. Knight of Pentacles. Page, there it is. I just had the weirdest sort of sympathetic response to you. Because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to very much be in that position of, I do my own thing. I'm responsible for a lot of shit. Okay? Like the idea of someone putting obstacles in my path to slow me down because of their bullshit, their insecurities. The idea of that, I don't know, just... It sends me to a weird place in my head where I think I would explode with the frustration of it, because I get you, that kind of free-flowing movement. I have to do this. I'm out here. I'm trying to take care of my assignments, my responsibilities. I'm committed to this. I'm trying to provide to my own sense of security and self, and you feel like you have to slow down for somebody. In some way, you carry this person's energy or weight with you, particularly their eye, that Page of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. This is showing me insecurity. If you move too far out, do anything away too long, you can feel the insecurity creeping up on you, and it kind of limits your movements, doesn't it? Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. You're not able to do or cover as much terrain as you would like, because it seems like you're taking someone's energy with you, their thoughts with you, their fears with you, their insecurities with you, and it seems to cut your movements and your ability to act or provide, I don't know if in half, but let's say a quarter or a third, and that's enough. That's enough to infuriate or frustrate anybody. It's okay, no wonder you were so in tune with it. You are kind of linked up to this person intuitively, aren't you? Like when they're watching, you know. Or when they verbalize it to you, they start slamming you with texts. Hey, where are you? You were gone for a whole 5 minutes without checking in. I need you to check in. I need you to check in. Don't forget. Don't do that. And don't forget that thing I talked to you about 2 weeks ago is still 2 weeks away, but I just needed to remind you right now. It's like, where's the insecurity coming from? It just seems to slow you down. Four of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. There it is again. I'm so sorry, honey. It's not very subtle at all. That's what you call active lucii. So typically, Page of Swords, because they're Page of Swords, all they can handle is observation, i.e. spying, how it often gets reduced in tarot. It can often be that first point of reference for learning, but that's not what this is. This is somebody who has an active lucii, and they tell you, where are you? I'm looking for you. I can't find you. Now, I could kind of understand that insecurity from, say, perhaps a child. You know, especially if you're always, but you have to work a lot. Or you're always outside the house and they need some extra reassurance. Okay, it's normal for little kids. It is. Assuming they're not left on their own for very long. I'm just saying, even when they're little kids and they're perfectly secure and they have plenty of adult supervision, it's just they check in with you, even when you're at home. Even when you're at home, if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. Like when they're very young, that you could be there on the couch and they'd still need to turn around and know that you're there. Okay? That's okay. But I'm not looking at a child. But I got someone here who is acting like one. And you are very aware of it. And it makes you miserable. It really does seem to impede your progress. So what's going on? The Hierophant. The Hierophant. What's with all that insecurity? It takes you away from your work. You have some really strong Taurus in your chart, don't you? I'm guessing. Just guessing. That came up twice. King of Swords and the four. See, it's commitment to the. So I'm looking most likely at a marriage. If not at a marriage, then a long-term commitment. And you're saying they're always on my mind. Always. Always. I always try to put that relationship at the forefront of everything I do. They know they have my focus. They know they have my attention. You kind of kick that little Page of Swords' ass. King of Swords is like, they're always on my mind. Always. They receive the best of my commitment. They receive the best of my effort. The best of my thinking is there on call for them all day, every day, and they're still insecure. You're saying I take full responsibility for this relationship. You're saying I take full responsibility for my side of it. I take full responsibility in as much as I am capable to show spiritual security to this, intellectual security to this, financial security to this. It's like I've assumed all that. I have. I would like to see that same level of trust and respect returned to you. What's going on? Because you just showed me, you just threw down bukus of energy, spiritual essence, awareness of self, mental awareness and essence. I mean, oh my God, your thoughts are clear on the subject. You're saying, I know my responsibility. I'm committed to them in as much as I am my own work endeavors. And when it comes to your work endeavors, you seem to fly solo. Okay, so that kind of tells me, you're head honcho, and then P.S. you got a lot to put together or keep together at this time. 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, I was like, what's going on? What's going on? What's with the insecurity? You are so devoted to this. You're frustrated. You're so frustrated. You're saying, I don't get to do half of what I get to do or want to do or something like that. Let's see that 9 of Pentacles, please. 9 of Pentacles, let's see it. It makes you miserable because there's so much you want to do. It's like I can't take 20 steps outside my door before I get hit with a text message. Something. Honey, where are you? I just left. You can still see me. I'm in the driveway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm silly. I'm sorry. What? Okay. it's kind of tiresome. Especially if you're someone who really needs mobility in order to do your job, carry out your functions, carry out your commitments. You want your partner to feel secure. Clearly, you're invested in their security. So why don't they feel secure? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry. Habit. Force of habit. 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. The Devil. Oh my goodness. It wears on you. Because they're afraid. I'm so emotionally afraid. Sometimes it strikes fear into your heart too as a response. Like, 2 of Pentacles, what to do, what to do, what to do. How to keep giving to this emotionally. I'm providing as much security as I can. There's so much fear. And like I said, that fear spills over into you and it starts affecting your heart space too. It's like, what are they afraid of now? What's making them insecure now? Because you see yourself as being responsible for bringing the relief down or the tension down. That's not your responsibility, but I can absolutely see where you have kind of come to that conclusion over the years. Sure. It's like, I'm the only one who can bring him down. I'm the only one that can make him feel better. Okay, so that tells me you're a good partner there. You're a committed partner. But you cannot, despite, you've done your bit to make sure that they're secure. So if they continue to see themselves as an insecure person and act accordingly, that is literally beyond the realm of your control. You cannot control someone else's output. Can't you see I'm here and I'm doing the best I can every day? Do you not see how I return every single one of your messages? Do you not see how I go out there, bring home the bacon? I mean, when you say come home early and not work so late, I do it, even though I've got a ton to do. When you say no, don't, okay, even though that travel prospect might be good for me and for us, you say don't go because you don't feel comfortable with me leaving for 3 or 4 days? Okay, I'll do that too. I'll limit more of my movements, my motions. It's like, what do you need? Because you don't want the fight. Any fights you guys have, I'm telling you right now, comes from an insecure place. Why? It kills me, man. It's like the more you try to make this person secure, the more insecure they become. So what is it? What is going on? What is going on? You hate this. You showed me limitation of your mobility and your best effort and intents many times over. Why are your actions so corralled? I get it's coming from a place, but why do you give in to that? Is it just easier, or you think it really is your responsibility to do everything you can, including giving in to their more fear-based demands, if it means bringing down the tension? Is that what that is? Again, that's not a healthy response. It's not a healthy response, but we'll talk about that. Let's jump on over here. Seven of Swords. It's like, how can I possibly make them feel more secure? I don't want you to reward any more bad behavior. You're giving them the best and they're giving you the worst. You are rewarding bad behavior. I hope you know that. I know you don't mean to. You see it as a commitment thing, that it's your job. To a degree, yes it is. You've done your side. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Success, 9 of Pentacles. Why are they scared of your success? Why? Because they can't do it? What? Are they scared of your success? You're getting a lot of recognition, offers, more opportunity, it seems, to perhaps be present and available, but that means you have to be mobile. Why are they so insecure about your success? They're 9 of Pentacles. They see you as the individual provider. 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. What's the problem here? They're afraid it won't last? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. They don't like that you do so much on your own. They want to feel included, in which case they're still scared of your success. What's the issue here? Page of Swords. What, because they have issues with their own pathway? They will never be able to get consistent with it? Because they don't accumulate or provide to the income anymore? They have issues around that? Like what? What's the problem? You look like an excellent committed provider to me. Someone who does what they need to do. And they're asking you to limit that. Let's see that Page of Swords, please. You're scared. You're scared that this is going to continue to get out of hand, and it affects you emotionally. Absolutely. Two of Pentacles. I told you, their fears are such as that it's affecting you. Afraid, what's the next thing they're going to feel? Three of Wands, It's like they're afraid one day all this is going to be over. Why are they so afraid of... It's mixed parts here. It's like they want to celebrate you and all your accomplishments. You've been very steady there. But they're also afraid that you're becoming too independent, too powerful, too capable of being on your own. You always were. You always were. You were always able to stand in your own power. You were always someone who could build into it. You see that as a good thing, and you should see that as a good thing. You've been very successful in and of your own right. But they're afraid that you have all the power. Yeah, that was the deal. That's been the deal for a long time. It looks like there might be some insecurity here, and that's further back in their past than I'm willing to look at. But there might be some more insecurity around their own sense of path and how it's stagnated or was inconsistent, and they've never identified as being a good provider. Okay, fine. But all the more reason you should be celebrated, not controlled. All the more reason you should be encouraged. Like, slap your ass on the way out the door. You have a great day, baby. You go out there and kill him. You know, you need 5 days for that conference? You go ahead. Make sure you get all the names and numbers for your new networks and contacts, because we want to grow this thing. You know, well, I really don't feel comfortable with you being away. Okay. You meeting new people and being successful in some way that threatens me. And I don't know. They just seem to be so scared. It's like the better you do, it's like the more they ask you to prune back. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it has to do with their own inability to be secure in their own pathway. I think maybe this person perhaps quit working way too soon, or they had never had a very strong or consistent work history. Because again, I'm looking at you and you should be celebrated because you are that person. It's like you have all these opportunities to step up and do this, that, and the other. And they ask you for their own sense of self to cut it back. Remember me, don't forget me. You can't take me with you, so I'm asking you to stay here. I don't know what's going on. I don't like the way it weighs on you. I don't like how you're afraid of the next negative emotion or thought you'll have to push back on, because it has very much started to put fear into your heart. There's that Two of Pentacles about what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. So I don't know if I'm looking at somebody who just kind of has that doomsday mentality. It's all going to, if you do the wrong thing, this could all be lost. It's not quite like that. It seems to be a person, I'm sorry, in some way, and that's another reading, like I said, that backtracks. I honestly looks like this person is made or feels insecure by your success, which is ironic given your high levels of commitment value to this marriage. So instead of seeing it as a pro and celebrating you and praising you for what it is that you are naturally inclined to do as someone who is very committed, very focused on this relationship, they seem to undermine it. And that's coming from, again, you cannot control. If somebody chooses, and it is a choice, to perceive your effort and your intent and your commitment in a negative way because they themselves are scared, you cannot control that output despite your best effort. So this is where I'd have to challenge you, Cancer honey. It's time we got confrontational about this and stop rewarding bad behavior. I give you my best, and somehow you make it about you, and that's your worst. I feel like you have so much potential. I do. And you're just beginning to unlock those particular secrets and unlock that particular code. And every time you get a little more, they're like, dial it back, though, for me. For me. Let me ask you something. Looking at your two ways of life, how you approach it. You pruning back. Okay. Who did that speak to? Who does that speak to? You or them? Just looking at the reading here today, just looking at the cards. Who's more correct in this context, you or them? So how does it help you or this commitment to give in to it every time they have a nervous moment? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to trust that person who is doing their best to bust their ass every day. No, this is coming from a very insecure place, and I hate the way it's playing out like a war in your heart. The fear creeps in on you, but it has more to do with their reaction. Oh God, how are they going to react today? What neurotic thing, case in point, what neurotic thing am I going to have to deal with today? Page of Swords 3 times. One of them was looking at you and you were hyper aware of it, and it limits your movements. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like it's affecting my work at this point. Like, this person's so nervous they can't handle difficult subjects. I have half the mind to turn this off already and just start over, because it's like, oh no, what if I press their button? Maybe they need to have their button pressed, because that is so much negative thinking that is in no way being pushed back on. It is in no way being negated. Honey, you can't throw enough logic and reasoning and commitment. I'm here for you. I'm here for us. I'm doing the best I can. And they just hear it as negative, 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 because that's where their brain is. That is literally where their brain is. I feel threatened. I feel threatened. I feel threatened. I feel small. The better you do, the worse I feel. Oh my God. Again, that has nothing to do with you. Nothing. But you limiting your actions, your movements, is rewarding bad behavior. And that's why they keep coming back to you with more insecurity. Look at this. This is someone who has no pushback on those fears. They're so insecure. They're so small. Honey, that relationship, oh God, it's not working, is it? It's not working. It's not working. 9 of Swords, Page of Swords, it's not working. It's not working. There's none of this working. 3 of Pentacles. There's a weird sort of vague fear here. I wonder if I'm doing enough. I'm telling you, this person is threatened with your success. And cross my arms. I'm telling you. And that is nothing you can control. If they wanted to do more, they could. I don't know why they have such a rocky history here with work, employment, inconsistency. They could never find their path like you have. They couldn't plant their feet firmly and figure out their thing. Okay, that happens to a lot of people. But at some point they stop and they see your success as a threat. Every time you triumph a little more, they get a little more weird. Okay? A little more neurotic. A little more fearful that, oh God, one day this is all going to stop. One day, cancer's going to stop giving to me. What I want to tell this person is do something. Do something. Do anything. Get a job, even a part-time one. Volunteer. Do something. Get out of your head. See yourself as a contributor to society and not someone who feels threatened by their partner's success, because this is ridiculous. You should be loved, honored, supported, and praised for everything that you have done. You are the classic commitment Cancer, okay? You are that person that takes what you do very seriously, and instead of being praised and being held up and rewarded, you are made to feel fearful of this person's any given day, any given hour. Sorry. Okay. I've had very strong reactions because, again, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, and the idea of having this much weight around my neck when it's not supposed to be a weight. It's supposed to be the reason I get out there and do what I do every day. That frustrates me. And they're so nervous. And their biggest fear is right here. I don't know I'm doing enough. I don't know that I'm doing enough in this relationship. No, they're not. And I don't mean earning income. I mean, you can be that person who's not working and you can still support your partner a hell of a lot better than this. It's being insecure about where they are at every given hour of the day, limiting their movements. No, that's not support. That's not support at all. Thing is that you're hyper aware of it. The only thing, my biggest advice for you is to stop rewarding bad behavior. The next time something comes up where it requires you to stay an extra 2-3 hours at work, push back. When I was really expecting you. No, I need to finish this up. Trust me, it'll be good for us both. Bye, honey. Love you. See you later. Okay? Gonna have to push back. The next time you have the opportunity to be this expert in any given thing that you do, and it requires you to travel, push back on it. I gotta do this. It's a great opportunity. Can't miss it. Oh, it's not convenient. Well, it's never convenient. These things are never convenient. But you'll see. You'll see. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated for you. So, also, it seems to me if they had more to do, they'd have less to worry about. That fear, that Page of Swords, freaking again, Nine of Swords, fear. Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? And that's what's down there, deep down inside. Am I doing enough for this relationship? They know they're not. So instead of getting real with themselves and allowing themselves to do more for this relationship, in support of you, whatever it is, they'd rather take it out on you and have you do less. That's not who you are. I know you love this person. I hate the way that your feelings are going into a weird, insecure, fearful place. That Two of Pentacles, how are they going to react today? The world, they hate waiting. They hate waiting. They hate waiting, hearing from you, don't they? They absolutely hate waiting. Now, I'm not a big fan of waiting, but in this context, it's just bizarre with the Page of Swords. They hate waiting. They hate waiting. They want an immediate response, immediate gratification. I wouldn't be surprised, Sonny, if this person has some GPS shit on you. I don't know. An air tag. Just FYI. Ace of Cups, Two of Swords. Yeah, uncertain about how to communicate. I understand. Queen of Cups, what's in your heart? You're saying, I love them. I do. I'm glad you know that. You're saying, I love them, I do, but I don't know how to talk about this. Yes, you do. Speak from the heart. I see that you've favored the intellectual approach, and I'm sure that worked for a while. Logic and reasoning can absolutely push back on insecurity, but for so long. It becomes exhausting. At some point, they have to build up enough trust within themselves, not you. You've already established trust in this connection. The fact that you show up to it flawlessly and with perfect reason, you have nothing but trust, or at least you should with this person. So again, it's the trust within this. Everything begins with this. So it's the lack of trust within this person. Okay, going back to it, the intellectual approach isn't going to work. You've done it. But now it's time to speak from the heart, and you're saying that's the thing I don't know how to speak to. On the contrary, it's the first thing you know how to speak to. You make me feel this. And there's no reason to. There's no reason to. I always show up when I say I'm going to show up. I'm devoted to this marriage all day, every day. I work hard for it. And this is how you make me feel. For everything I do, you make me feel like I shouldn't be doing any of it. And then I wouldn't be a very good committed partner or provider. You make me feel insecure about things I shouldn't feel insecure about. Namely myself. And that's not me. That's you. That's not me talking. I'm proud of myself. I get things done. I'm strongly devoted. I don't want to feel bad for being successful. And I don't want you to feel bad either for me being successful. I want you to do your own thing. So yeah, speak from the heart, honey. Five of Pentacles. Let's carry on. I don't know what else to call your reading today. Just insecure. I don't know where they got like this, except on that pathway. They don't have faith in their own pathway where they're coming from. And to this day, they're still terrified about how they contribute to this relationship. Is it enough? I can't help but think they don't have enough to do. And if they feel like they have no say in the financial contribution to this relationship, again, do something. Okay? But stop taking it out on you. Stop taking it out on you. Okay. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. I hate seeing that your feeling for this is getting twisted up. The Magician, Four of Wands. I know. I know. I know you want to manifest a healthier relationship. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. And there you are again. You want nothing more than this to come together in a lighter way and a better fluid feeling way. You have, you know, that commitment's there 3 times for you. You want nothing more than for things to feel easier between you two. I have to warn you. I need to warn you. I don't want what's in the contents of this cup to continue to spill or be broken because over time we're not able to talk about this. Yes, you can. Okay? Yes, you can. And I know what you're saying, but the thing is, if I bring it up, it's going to freak them out. Everything freaks this person out, so think of it that way. Why don't you actually give them some real material to work with? Stop rewarding bad behavior. Give them some real material to think with, to feel with, and they might change their tune. Guys, it's the people that are hardest to be honest with is the ones we need to be honest with the most. Otherwise, nothing will change. And that's real commitment. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. I don't expect you don't expect this person to work. It doesn't seem like you do. All the more reason why you shouldn't feel so darned limited in your role. Feeling so incapable when you're indeed extremely capable. Unsupported when you should be extremely supported. All the more reason, guys. They're going to freak out no matter what. Even when you do the right things, they freak out. So put it in that context. You know what? Even when I'm out here being the most focused I can be for the foundation, the commitment, or otherwise, they still freak out. So maybe I give them something real to work with, the real parts of you, okay? You don't think you can talk about, yes, you can. You can talk about these things, I promise. You can, and I want you to, because I don't want this to continue to hurt. You have nothing but good intention. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. I want it to feel good between us again. I'm committed to that as much as anything else. So yeah, ask yourself then if that's true, what is not working? This current formula is not working. Okay? So don't continue to commit to this method. It's not working. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, guys, I understand insecurity here and there. If we're just starting out in something that's important to us, and then we build our knowledge, and then we break out of the insecurity because now we're competent, now we're doing something. Now we know what we know. We're experiencing it, backing it up with work. Cool. I don't even think that you're asking this person to work, but the fact that they are so freaked out by their lack of contribution, that doesn't mean you double down on it and limit someone else's. No, that means you dig deep and say, how can I support my partner? How about some emotional support that's loving and authentic? How about being a person of character that stands up for you in all the right ways and says, you know what, honey, you stay late. No big deal. That dinner I had cooked, no problem. It'll keep. It'll keep. You're 3 hours late? No problem. I got you. Oh, that conference might take 5 days and, it's in another state. You know what? It's fine. It's worth it. You're going to meet so many new people and it's going to make this business bigger, whatever it is. That's support. If you got to bring someone down in order to make yourself feel secure, then you're the opposite of secure. Wheel of Fortune. The Star. The Hermit. I know. 9 of Pentacles there. It says, you still, that aside, okay. Wheel of Fortune. I knew you had bigger things in you. I know you do. I see it. I feel like you just started to scratch the surface on all the things you're capable of. And now that you're really trying to hit that stride, you're trying to hit that faster pace, that more involved pace. You're asked to take several steps back. I know you have so much more in you. You do too. You sensed it. You sensed your own greatness, didn't you? At some point you did. 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Star. You have some beautiful things within you, and you're like, I'm just now evolving into me and everything I'm capable of. You have a rising star, and I'm sorry they feel threatened, but this is supposed to be your life partner. Okay? So stop rewarding bad behavior and give them something real to work with. All right. Because you're just getting started and they need to see that. I want them to see that for your sake, if anything. Do I want them to become bigger and better, more healed and realized? Absolutely. And this is your reading today. You're in that precious space now where you can do so much more. You have such a strong vision, and it's like you're just now getting in stride with it, man. And you want them to be supportive, not the opposite of it, not anti-supportive or scared. Ask you to take steps back when you've just learned to stretch your legs out, you know. Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit. Nine of Pentacles 3 times, the Hierophant 3 times. You're dedicated to your own growth at this point, and I want you to be. And you want them to be with you as a person of support and pride. Not someone who's riddled with doubts and insecurities. And you have a right to say that. I need you to. I want them to grow, man. I want them to get out of this. And tell them to get out of their head. Like, honestly. Dude, seriously, just not that it's not anywhere near the same. Like, even when, oh God, I can tell you in my working years, honestly, even in my working years, sometimes it feels good just to volunteer. Just because I can. No motivation other than the fact that it feels good or it feels right to me. I mean, do something. Take up a hobby. But more than that, be of contribution. For some reason, they say I don't contribute well in the home, and I damn well know it. And that makes them feel insecure, so they take it out on you. So tell them to do something. Volunteer 20 hours out of the week. Get to know yourself better. Get reacquainted with this idea of a rocky pathway. Fix that vision. Fix the vision in your head. Be of contribution. Change the story. Change the output. Change the dialogue. You don't just have to be at home sitting, wringing your hands, thinking about me all the time. Do something. One of my favorite mottos in the 90s was simply do something. You could say it was a cheap variation of Nike's Just Do It, but it's like do something, 90s. I don't know why I can't remember why that was such a big motto in the 90s. Just do something. Start somewhere. I feel like this person needs help changing the dialogue of their past history and work, and you don't have to go back to what you've done, especially if you don't think you were good at it. Do something else. Tune into a different flavor, man. Tune into a different song. Change the story. Because your story is so beautiful and it's just starting. It really is. Congratulations to you. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. Yeah, I know this is your person of intimacy. And I think here I'm seeing the intimacy in terms of confiding. You really want to talk about this, but you're afraid it will set them off. Again, I'm going to have to push back on you. Everything sets this person off. So again, give them stuff that's real to work with. Stop playing into their fears by pushing back on it and say this is the truth and that's real. Surely they must know that underneath all that insecurity. Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. Okay. Apology. Okay. There's a sense of apology in here. Intimacy, forgiveness, beauty. It's interesting. How you perceive them in your heart is very different how they look in reality. I mean, in terms of their mind and their spirit, it's very small. You actually see them as quite beautiful. Okay, a beauty, charming, graceful, perhaps kind-hearted. But to me, I see a bundle of small nerves and a very small eye. But yeah, apology? I don't know about apology. But it would be nice to hear them intimate to you. I understand how difficult I've been. I understand I haven't been very supportive. I think you would like that very much, yes. Some sort of recognition about how hard it's been for you to thrive. Not just for yourself, but for you both. You would like that again, see. 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Hierophant. You would love to be dedicated to that. It's just you always feel separated from it. You want to see the intimacy and the beauty and the grace between you two again, and a softness in them that recognizes for you. It hasn't been easy for you. And I think that's where that sense of apology is coming from. Not that you necessarily demand one, but it would be nice if they recognized their faults in this connection. When really you want the intimacy and the beauty of that connection to be emotionally present again and connected. Okay? And yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Absolutely. Where are we on time? Okay. Okay. Wish. Making your wishes come true. You might have had a touch of luck, if you believe in that. But 2, trying to make your wishes come true. Strength. You've had the strength of the polar bear. So it wasn't necessarily luck, but working hard to make your wishes come true. Not just yours, theirs too. A sense of security and devotion and strength. You've had to be so very strong, right? Can't show weakness, can't show the insecurity. Can't give into it either. But it creeps up on you, doesn't it? 39 community, I know. You're very well connected, aren't you? Established there. And that's where your rising power is. Your rising stars in your community. You know that, don't you? You made a wish to uplift your community in some way. You think, again, that would be an automatic shoo-in for this person to give more there. If that's where your interests are, that's where their interests could be too. Again, it doesn't have to be in that space of coin. Just giving back to the community. And then you both could have something in common and you would both feel of contribution. 2, 15, 39. I see. That really provoked it, didn't it? Person went to pieces over the... I saw the limitation. Twice on you. This isn't a good time. It will never be a good time. We can't afford you to go. Can you afford me not to go? You had the opportunity. Is that still in friction? You've heard their point of view many times, but you still have yours. That's not entirely decided in your book. If this is something you feel you need to do, is to take that journey. Be away from home. Because there's good work here to be done. A little bit more consideration about what we're talking about today. It's not to threaten you, it's not to undermine you, it's to raise us. None of my work is meant to threaten you. It is meant to raise us, to support us. I need you to understand that because I think you don't understand me at all. In fact, I don't think you understood my effort or my intents for a long time. Let me tell you how this is making me feel and get clear with it, if that helps you. Okay. Horseshoe. Good luck. Luck here is emphasized twice. This is something you really wanted to do. You had to work like hell to get to this point of movement, and they're asking you not to. I am sorry. You're so excited. Damn it. Yeah, honey, it was going to be at some point. You were going to have to deal with this at some point, okay? You were going to have to deal with this at some point, and of course it's going to come up at the time where it feels like it's the most important space in your life, and that's because you haven't had an opportunity. Well, no, you had opportunity to address it, but it never felt so critical. Handshake. There's a deal here. It's cooking, isn't it? It means a meeting with new people. Man, it means a meeting with new people, new deals, new contracts, new something, new connectivity points, networks, resources, etc. Oh my goodness. You got invited to something, didn't you? You got invited to something. You're asked to do something, lead something, I don't know, but be part of it. And you're like, this is phenomenal. This is what I've been wanting. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Okay. Position of authority, throne, archway, archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. So you got to ask yourself, honey, are you in the position of authority? Who's in a position of authority? Okay. A throne. Who's empowered here? Who's the one who has access to new opportunities, to shake new hands, forge new deals? It seems to be you. If you want to continue to lean into that, you need to make it... It has nothing to do with slighting you. It's just I do question where it comes from. Why do you want me to stay when you know I want to go? You see what I do. You see what I do for us. You should not feel threatened by this. I agree. Okay, moving on. Excuse me. SW Oh, we have the medallion of Aries and double Pisces. Keyword here being intuitive. Oh, I think that's you. Take the Pisces out of it. Keyword here, intuitive. Oh, yes, I think you're highly intuitive about the situation. I think you feel it. I think you feel it better than I articulate it. But yeah, you might have these very strong placements in your chart. Could be connecting to. The season might be important to you. And then we have the chakras in alignment. I know where you are is in a good place and it's aligned with how you feel. The only time I see you get knocked out of your chakras is in the heart. Their fears literally creep into your heart. And I don't like the way it eats at you. It feeds some place in you that would hold you back too. And I don't like that. In some way, it plays into your own fears. And shit you had to work through over time to get to where you are. I don't like that. Anyway, Cancer, honey, I hope this helped you. I also want to take a moment to congratulate you on all your hard work. The level of commitment and focus, devotion to your work, your career, your relationship is phenomenal. I praise it. I praise it because this is what everybody wants to see and rarely does. So when we do, a lot of people want to cut it down and be cynical, you know? So it's like this, that, and the other. Okay, so it's attached to you. I'm seeing it attached to you. And if you're familiar with my work, this phrase will not come as a surprise. It should be returned to you. It should be returned to you. So, I don't know if this is temporary, but it seems to me the more successful you become, the more recognition you get, the more insecure they get. So I don't want this to become your new norm. Okay? Please. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.